Hello, it's April 23rd, 2026, and it's time for some Bible trivia. Are you ready? Here we go. Using a card from Bible Trivia, the game where trivia is not trivial. Old Testament. What did Enoch and Elijah have in common? The answer is, they both ascended without physical death, found in Genesis 5:24 and 2 Kings 2:11. History and Geography. To what mountain did David flee during his fight from Absalom? The answer is the Mount of Olives, found in 2 Samuel 15:30. Prophets and Prophecy. Which book in the Bible contains the following verse? His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. The answer is Revelation, found in Revelation 1:14. Names. What was the name of Sarah's Egyptian maidservant? The answer is Hagar, found in Genesis 16:1. Letters, numbers, and sequence. From what number of soldiers did God reduce Gideon's army to 300 in 2 stages? The answer is 32,000, found in Judges 7:1-8. New Testament. What were Thomas's words after he put his fingers into Jesus' nail prints? The answer is, my Lord and my God, found in John 20:28. Final category is wisdom. Who wrote the following? Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. The answer is Solomon, found in Ecclesiastes 1:2. So, how'd you do? Did you learn something new? Let's talk about a couple of these. Genesis 5:21-24 ESV. When Enoch had lived 65 years, he fathered Methuselah. Enoch walked with God after he fathered Methuselah 300 years, and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Enoch were 365 years. Enoch walked with God, and was not, for God took him. It doesn't tell us how, he just wasn't there, he was with God. But we get to know about Elijah. 2 Kings 2:11-12 ESV. And as they still went on and talked, behold, chariots of fire and horses of fire separated the two of them. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariots of Israel and its horsemen. And he saw him no more. Then he took off his own clothes and tore them into 2 pieces. Then I wanted to talk about Gideon and his defeat of the Midianites. He had 32,000 men, and God said, hold up, Israel's gonna think they did this on their own. You have too many men. Let's see how we can dwindle this down. First, ask anybody who's afraid. Tell them they can go home. Guess how many left? 22,000 men left. That left them with 10,000. And God's like, no, that's still a little bit too much. I have a test for them. Take them down to the water. Ask them to drink. Some of them lapped like a dog. Some of them bent down to drink in the water. But those of the men who pulled the water up in their hands to their mouths were only 300. And that's what God said. Those people who pulled it up to their mouth, those are the ones you're going to keep. You should read it. Judges 7. It involves a prophetic dream and a really cool victory. Glory be to God. I hope you have a blessed day.